Aaron's starting to remember things that he didn't even know. This Titan chapter giving me more fucking questions in this fucking series. How it starts off, you see like Aaron's body, like his Titan body is on the floor. Pretty much he's been training everyone. And they're saying, he's not even like his regular size. He's not even 10 foot of the Titan at the moment. And I was like, his body is exposed, and it shows that he's weakening and that he's fusing more and more with the Titan. Like, when they pull him out, his face is fucked up. It's like he hasn't got no eyes. His like face is ripping off. It's really like disgusting. And just showing, what they were trying to do is trying to increase his endurance, like his intelligence. They've been also as well been trying to practice the hardening technique. And what they got him to do, is that pretty much like the first time he was his regular form, and they got him to do these exercises, stand on one leg and do this, like rub your belly like that, like all that stupid stuff, and build, certain things, like all this, like do all that. And the first time he was 15 meters, and he passed all the tests, with balance and that. The second time, after half an hour, he became 13 meters. But he couldn't do any of those commands. It started going crazy nuts. And his body was getting weaker. And then he was in that 10-meter class, barely. And it showed this time that he couldn't even get up. He was just there, and he was fusing more and more time. So, the more time he uses his form, we found out, and through each time, because it was interesting to see, especially during the 15-meter class, Eren was at full control. He was even writing on the ground saying, I can't speak. And then in the 30-meter, he started having like a sort of a breakdown and started like trying to say something in the trigger, like saying about his dad, and it's like, and all this other stuff that was invariable. So he's having some kind of with up emotions kind of coming back to him, and then you see as well more in this chapter what some of that might be. And Levi's disappointed in him, but he understands why that, and that's because Eren's Titan cannot do this. It seems that, is this a thing that only Annie can do? Like, is this maybe something that we can find out more? And that what they found out with this now, they're pretty much fucked. If the Titans come from the ground or come from the sky. And that makes me wonder, is there a flying Titan, or is the Titan that can dig in the underground? Because that makes me wonder, where do Titans actually come from? Like, that's a big question. So that might be Titans could be digging underground and attacking the walls from underground. If they can't get in, if there's so much space, why not do that? Do that in the center of the city. Like, just do that. So, like, literally, they are trapped in between of, like, Wall and Maria. Like, and that would just be absolutely crazy to see that. And during a flashback, he sees, like, a woman who looks a lot like Historia. And you're thinking, like, oh, is that Historia's mother? Like, that's what you want. You're like, and saying that looks a lot like her, and then his father, like thinking about his father as well. Now, who this woman might be, like, there was that saying in that last chapter with Historia saying that person wasn't her real mother. Now, there could be something more going on with her, but then there might be a little bit of truth to understand who this woman is. Like, at the moment, I'm guessing this could be Historia's real mother, because I still don't know too much about that woman like that, what was going on with her. And pretty much they found out the next step is to go to the church and find the origins of the Titan Walls, and pretty much, discover from there how they can use the hardening technique, or how, in case, even if Eren seems at the moment he can't learn it, maybe there is a potential way that he can do this. That's sort of where they're going with this. And pretty much, like, with Erwin, because Erwin has his own plan, like, after seeing this, like, he actually goes to the military police and starts asking one of his old comrades, Niles, who used to be in the Scouting Legion. I started questioning, oh, why doesn't the military police want Eren so much? And he's saying, he was a little bit uncertain, like, he didn't want to say too much. It seems like he knows a little bit, but he shows, like, that Niles is, like, sort of in the normal military police. However, the Central Police differ completely. They're, like, a completely different set of people. So, there's another kind of ranking system, so what? It's that their targets on the back are caused by the Central Police, and I guess pretty much the other military police had to follow their orders. And it seems like maybe Niles was sort of the one who had to be forced, to kill, Pastor Nick. That's sort of where I'm going with this at the moment. And, like, he had to give out those orders to get those two guys to do it. And it was kind of shocking to see that you know, Erwin chose between Titans and, you know, Nala's wife because she's now on like a third kid, and he's saying, I'm more happy like this. Like, I would rather, you know, do that than, like, bend my knee down and get married and live happily. And Erwin respected that. He said that he is his friend, but then he said between his choices and all that, like he chose Titans over, you know, happiness, and it shows how crazy this guy is to solve humanity. He wants to save humanity, and there's still something that's like he said he was crazy. It makes me wonder: is really Erwin's all up there? Like he seems like he's been obsessed with this for years, and that this is making him crazy. And as well with Levi getting the letter, and everyone shocked as fuck with like what Erwin said in that. It makes me wonder what he writ in that letter after Levi burning it. And whilst they, you know, that was just crazy seeing like, and they move out and they go to the into this village from like the Trosh district, and just these guys just hate these. I'm like saying, "Oh, you don't have to pay to get eating. You don't have to pay taxes." You know, these guys are like complaining, and whilst that happens, you know, like freaking Aaron and Historia get kidnapped, and then turns out with that it's actually John who is being as Aaron as a double. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck am I doing this again?" And then Historia is well, that is Sasha. And this old creepy old man touching her up. She's like there crying, and it's like, and whilst that, Mikasa and Levi are getting ready in the capital with the church. I'm getting really excited there, and Levi saying, "Yeah, oh, like even though his injury there, he's still good to go." It's just like Levi is not at 100% back yet, but he seems like he's ready to fuck some bitches up. That sounds like that's gonna be some absolute crazy shit. Overall, this Titan chapter gave me some more, just more questions, really. Like, more, what is really going to happen now? Like, are they going to go in the church and find just a mad, fucked up, you know, Titan worshiping, like, you know, shit in that church? Are they going to find, you know, a way to actually use the hardening? Or are they going to actually find a way? It makes me wonder if, like, are they going to find a way actually to undo the hardening? Because this way, they can actually get Annie out of that crystal and actually force, you know, like, Aaron to teach it, like, it seems like it's out of his class at the moment, but you could even force Annie to do it like that. If you could say, like I said, if they could find something that Annie could do, then maybe. It's still all out of the way. This is just all theories out there. They're pretty shitty theories, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. But I'm really enjoying this Tyrant chapter. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But that's all for me, remember. So, Savagezweipanda, sign out, and I'll see you guys next time.